We're going live.
Hey, we're live.
That's good. That's good. A little intro there. It kind of built up. See if we can get a little more production value here going.
Amen. Amen. How's everybody doing?
Awesome. I'm hearing an echo here on my end, but otherwise I'm good.
Okay, I see you're in the car, man. You're in the truck. You're making moves. What's going on over there?
Oh, I'm having a blast, man. The flip in Toronto that you now know is undergoing demolition, and I'm happy not to even touch a hammer.
That's awesome, man. That's growth. That's growth.
Yeah. I'm still here because I'm getting some quotes from some trades, so I have to be here anyway. But it's nice to watch it happen without me doing it.
That's cool.
You just going around telling everybody what they're doing wrong now, or what? So like,
I'm more like telling them what not to tear out.
Hey,
dream though.
I forgot, guys. We didn't even introduce ourselves. So anyone who's just tuning in, this is a show called We're Going Live every Friday at 3 p.m. Four of us. Brad is probably going to hop in later on if he can. Four of us decided to kind of join forces and JV on, the pressures or self-conversations that we go through and challenges of just going live, on our own, because our mentors and other people have told us that if you want to, be successful in the real estate investment world, it helps so much if you have a social media presence. So we decided to just use each other and go live together, and that way the conversations are a lot easier. So if you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. Please make some comments, share the post. We're going to be, expanding on this. New things are coming, bigger, better, and I hope you enjoy the content.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it looks like we lost Alex again there too. And a lot of it too is just so we can kind of, gain some perspective too. And like having these conversations with each other, just kind of talking about our struggles and things that we're going through. We're hoping that it's going to bring value to anybody watching as well. So, definitely, like Cali says, make comments, mention anything that you guys want to hear us talk about. And we can, we'll definitely be interested in doing that and creating some content that the viewers are also involved in, and let's engage and let us know how we can kind of make the program better as we go along. So, Cali, let us know what you got going on right now. Like, I know you always got deals, so let's hear about it.
So, first of all, Cali Braithwaite, I'm in the GTA, investing in real estate for over a decade. I have a mix of single family properties. I have a couple units a couple properties I have multiple units, and I've done some flips. I've done some assignments. I have lots of JV experience. And right now, what's going on? So, man, it's like this week has just been like a lightning bolt, man. Like it's so busy. The time is just like going by so quickly. We successfully sold a deal that we were working on out in New Brunswick, wholesaled by my main man, Sean Gunter. Thank you very much. Don't forget about my boy, Daniel LeBlanc on the tools. Thank you very much. That's awesome. So then because of that deal there was something that I got involved in almost as a beta, as a pilot. And now that it's successful, today actually I just wrote the check. Brad, what's going on, brother? I just wrote the check or the checks for two more that I picked up in New Brunswick, because I'm going to go heavy there, and I'm going to scale this and bring some other local investors to come out there and join the party. So aside from that, yeah, man, that's the main thing that I can think of right now that's been soaking up my energy and what I'm excited about and looking forward to. Just conversations with investors who I've talked to about those opportunities. And, it's a pretty cool market. If anybody here is listening or watches this down the road, reach out to me. Let's talk about how we can get you involved in some of these deals, because They're coming fast. They're coming hard. Amen.
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 Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And like, I'm always open to talk to people as well about this market as well. Like, obviously, I mean, we both have a vested interest, and Cali and I are actually going to talk in the works of talking about some partnerships that we're working on now. So, yeah, Alex, I know you're in the thick of it right now. So why don't you kind of tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Yeah, but for the future, I'm gonna go first because once Cali goes and talks about what he's done, I don't know if he can.
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, geez. Do you need a measuring tape? Or are you sure on a measuring tape? Or what?
Yeah. Never know.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Alex Mustate, I'm, I guess, an active investor in the Hamilton and GTA region. I happen to now be in Toronto. I have a project in Toronto, so my focus has been flips, I guess duplex conversions. So I would hold those as long-term buy and holds. Dabbling a little bit in wholesaling as well, but for the most part, my focus is on the active flips and duplex conversions. I have various projects on the go. As Shawn said, I'm in the thick of things. I'm happy to announce that we're currently doing demo on the latest project in Toronto, and I'm happy that I'm not on the tools. I'm overseeing it, I'm project managing it, but I'm not the one swinging the hammer. So there's a first for everything. Even though somehow I feel like those guys are having all the fun right now, but I'm okay to stand back and watch.
I don't know. It looks like you're having a bit of fun. Like you're smiling at least. That's okay.
I found a door in the basement that I decided to kick in just so I can get a little bit of that.
Throw some axes.
I just used my boot.
There you go.
And Brad, how's it going, buddy? Last time we seen you, you were out west doing some skiing.
Yeah, it was good. That was definitely worthwhile. It was like you were on your own, had your own private club out there.
Nice.
It was good.
You got what are you doing right now? You got deals going, or you're just working on same projects, or what's new?
Well, right now the reason why I'm so late is that I thought, oh, you know what? I'll do a real quick dump run because one of our projects, the dump trailer, was full, and next thing I know, the entire dump trailer got frozen to the bottom of it, and then I ended up almost upside down in the mud. So.
Oh no!
Wow.
So we're just having fun. We're playing in the mud, digging out trailers. You know, it's a good time. So right now I got my dad. He's out there working on it.
Yeah, oh, geez. Well, I think Alex is kind of glad that he's not in that position right now, too.
I got a bin, man. I got a bin.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I think all of us have been crazy busy right now. I don't think, aside from Cali and I think Alex maybe had one conversation. I don't think I've even seen or heard a peep from Brad this whole week. But so we're all obviously extremely busy. So that's good news, right?
Yeah.
100%, man.
Yeah.
We're getting close on
Who's
our
got
one
some
flip here. I
stories?
think we're about a week out. So.
Yeah.
What are you a week out from there, Brad?
We're kind of, as long as the schedule can keep tight, we'll be a week out from listing on our one property. So it'll be good.
That's awesome. Can we? Are you comfortable sharing the numbers with our live audience here? They're thirsty for the numbers.
Sure. Yeah, sure. So far,
I do need to jump off, guys. I apologize. My actual contractor's here, so I really do apologize. I wanted to be part of this, but I'm gonna have to jump off.
We got you, man. We got you.
Sorry, guys. Take care.
See you,
Have
buddy.
fun.
Enjoy.
Cheers, man.
Okay.
Hop back on later if you can.
So yeah, on this one, we got in the market when it was still like up and rising. So our purchase price was pretty reasonable. Like we picked up at $245 at the time for where we are. And then at the end of it all, we're going to have about 70 to 75K worth of reno into it. And then I just had the conversation there last week with the realtor, and we're going to be listing at $399 just to kind of keep those people interested under that 400 mark, and then hold off offers on a week, and we'll see where we land at that point. So things should be good. Like at the end of it all, we're, in around the realm of, about a 70-ish K profit margin roughly.
That's
And what
awesome.
was your time in on this?
By personal time, or just the amount of time we've been on the reno thus far?
Well, the amount of time that you've had the project anyway.
Yes, we picked this place up the beginning of November. So what are we now? We're at 4 months in. So funnily enough, it should have been done about a month ago, but we had some delays along the way, which at the time seemed like more of an annoyance than anything. Looking back on it now, it's kind of maybe potentially been a bit of a blessing, because in the last month we've probably seen like a 7 to 8% increase in the market alone in this area. So it's like, you know,
Beautiful. And
it hasn't been the worst thing to hold it for a little bit, right? So
yeah, that's awesome.
How many hours would you say, like the second part of the question, like how many hours do you think you put into this job? This flip
that I put in myself, like, you know, this was one just kind of getting started in a newer area, so I probably spent a little bit more time than, you know, just because you're establishing those connections and getting that network built and finding out, you know who wants to collaborate with work and stuff. But you know, I really, in reality, if I was to take it, let's say you're doing a 40-hour work week, I'm maybe into it for about 3 weeks of a 40-hour work week over the whole course of things. So really, to come my background of like, I did everything myself. I was my own contractor. Like I did the whole show type of idea. I'd say we've made some big leaps and bounds on that end. Like I would consider myself pretty outside the project at this point in time.
Right. So
Yeah.
120 hours, right? 3 weeks of 40-hour work week, 120 hours, and you're looking at a $70,000 profit. Like if we do the math,
give or take in that realm of things, yeah. I guess on that end of things, we still have to take off the realtor fees on that. So, you know, maybe let's probably call it 50. But
okay. So
It's $1,400 an hour.
are you hiring? That's not bad.
Yeah. I'll come work for you anything if you're paying $1,400 an hour. Let's do this.
Like that's awesome, right? I mean,
far, but,
when you look at it like that, I mean, and that's a lot of time that you put towards that job, right? I mean, that's more than you would put if you already had the infrastructure set up, if it was in a location that you were already established in and had your crew and didn't have to do all the groundwork. But at very worst, it's a brand new area and you only had to put 120 hours in, but you're going to make $470 an hour on average, right? And that's probably conservative numbers. So That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's deadly.
Moving forward with this.
Yeah. Well, we have Josh Alice here. He's in the comments. He was saying the same thing happened to him, and they listed today, and they're looking at about 100K plus profit. So just goes to show, like, yeah, like the market's doing awesome for everyone right now. Like, I mean, as long as you're getting a deal, you should be able to make some money, right? So, no, it's a beautiful thing.
I love seeing that, those wins. Josh, congratulations, brother, and thanks for tuning in, man.
100%. Well, and I mean, I got some wins going on too. I mean, I got 3 properties under contract in the last couple of weeks, and Cali bought 2 of them anyway.
Keep it up, man.
So,
keep it up.
Of course you did.
Keep it up. Yeah, I'm gonna go do another 2-3 campaigns here right away, and just on a bunch of different places, see if we can get some more stuff going. Too bad Josh had to, or not Josh. Sorry, he just made a comment, so a little bit of brain going over there. But too bad Alex didn't hop off, because I would have liked to hear what he has to say about his duplex conversions and just get kind of an idea around that too, because I know he's been doing that quite a bit, and that's something that we're looking at doing here as well, because it just seems like that's the market you want to be in right now for the spread that they got. But yeah, what's new with you, Cali? Like, I know that we got some stuff going on, so why don't you just kind of tell everybody what your thoughts are here?
Yeah, man. Well, you know what? Like, something really cool you touched on there with the whole duplex conversion thing. aside from, the monetary reward that is that we get from doing something like that, you're also actually providing housing, right? So, in a growing population, what better reward is there to know that you are the one that created and developed more housing for people? I think that's something that we have to kind of give a pat on our back, or take a second to think about, just outside of just the bottom line. What kind of impact are we making, right? And that's something that I think is pretty cool as well, and I'd like to be a part of.
100%. I mean, I think that's a great perspective as well. Like, I mean, a lot of people, of course, we're all investors and we want to make money. If we weren't making money, we wouldn't want to do this. But at the same time, you know what I mean, that impact is important as well. Like, and at the end of the day, you're doing good things and you're trying to serve people, as opposed to just it being 100% about money, right? And like, I know, Brad, like, you have rentals too, don't you? Like, have you done any conversions or anything like that?
Yep. Yeah, we have one that we did a conversion on last year. Yeah, and it's working well. It was one of those things we got in the market at the right time. Because I did all the renovations myself and didn't pay myself, we ended up with a perfect BRRRR out of that situation, and we're cash flowing $1,000 a month.
Oh.
And our rents that we have currently are actually on the bottom end of what would be considered market value. Like, most people with a similar condition property where we're at would be probably still collecting another $250 to $400 a month more. But, I was happy with the numbers and happy to give somebody else a break that needed in housing as well, right? So it's you gotta, create win-wins all the time on that end of things. And then, yeah, we've got another property that we just picked up. It's a duplex as well. We're just in the midst of completely gutting one half of it so that we can have, a good quality space for somebody to come in and rent. Like, and that's really what it is about, is like Cali said, is we got to create quality living environments for people who need it. So
I think it's a lot easier when you have that in mind, right? And, again, if you're only thinking about the bottom line, the dollars that are, lining your pocket, then it's not the same reward, when you're talking to your family or your kids or whatever. At least for me, I can speak from my own personal, how I feel about it. It's really cool to be able to, take your kids somewhere, like to one of your properties, and see the family that's living there, that's living happily, things are getting taken care of. It's not falling apart. You know what I mean? They're happy to see you, right? I mean, nowadays, yep. I try to hire property managers just for the return on time. But the places that I do own that I still manage, it's always nice to know that, when they see me coming, they're not like, I don't have to wear a bulletproof vest, right?
Oh, geez. I keep forgetting you're in GTA.
Yeah.
That's not usually a worry that we have here, but I'm happy. I'm really happy you don't have to do that either, Cali. But I mean, really, if it came down to it, I'll buy you one, send it out to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Like my thoughts here, like, what's in your opinion, Brad, like, have you broken down that system? Like, I know you've done a couple of conversions, right? But have you broken down that system enough that you're able to kind of come up with a relative price per square foot and the difference between, just kind of doing a renovation or like a hack or whatever you call it, to actually creating a legal second unit? Yeah,
so I'd say to an extent. So all of my previous numbers when I was calculating everything were always just based on, like I said, because I did all my own work, I always just look at, okay, here's my cost analysis based on the material that I'm using and roughly how much material I'm going to need. So now that's, I have that dialed in pretty good. But now, since, changes in pricing of materials and stuff like that, I have to kind of relook at those numbers and reevaluate. And then also now, taking that next step of like, hey, stop being the one to swing the hammer all the time and let's find people to actually do this stuff for you, because that means that you can do 5 instead of 1. right? I'm still evaluating and mapping out where those price points land as well now. So like I'm getting there. Like we're starting in on a few projects now where that aspect of me just being the manager has come into play, and then now I can start calculating different trades, price points and stuff. So like another project or so, and I'll have a pretty decent dialed in idea of where we should be landing price point wise to figure that stuff out. So
Brad, you keep dropping gems on us, man. Like what you said about, not being the one to swing the axe and the why, right? You said that basically when you're on the tools, you're only able to be in one place. So quite often a lot of investors, will think, hey man, I got to do it all. I got to do it all in order to like save money. But investing isn't saving, it's investing. So how can you invest your time the best way possible, right? Is hire people to do the things that you can pay them a lot less than $416 an hour to do. So you can go out and make those $416 an hour, contracts. Well, you pay somebody else whatever the going rate is to do their task, right? So I think just having that mindset is definitely valuable in what we do.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It all depends on where you're coming from. Like, there are enough people out there who enjoy being in real estate, who are totally fine with only getting involved in like one or two projects over the course of a few years. And they like the idea of the sweat and, hey, look what I did. And I've been able to build this. But yeah, like ultimately, if you're in the position where you're at the point where you think to yourself, hey, this is now becoming more of a passion and a career than it is just a hobby, then you really need to change your mindset and get focused on, okay, how can I set up structure? How can I implement stuff so that I'm not the one carrying out the tasks as much and somebody else is, and they're actually benefiting me because of their skill set versus me, right? So I think ultimately any investor has to make a decision on like, hey, is this just something I enjoy doing? Is this a hobby? We only want 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 properties at the site by the end, just for, a bit of security and, that end of things, right? Or do you actually want to create something and move somewhere with it? And the moment you decide, hey, I'm going to create something, I'm going to move somewhere with it, then at that point in time you go, okay, I got to shift gears now, and let's find the people who are going to make, who I can work with to make this happen, right? Like, and that, because that's just it. Like, there's definitely nothing wrong with being that person who is swinging the hammer if that's what you want to do and that's what you get enjoyment out of, and you are going to benefit from it, right? So
I think you said it right. The best thing is that you're happy, you're enjoying what you're doing, right? So if you're on the tools and that's what you like doing, and you just want, it's a hobby for you, you're doing it, like you said, 1 or 2 a year, 3 a year. It's like, I just have this time, like someone who's working on their car or their truck, just like pulling the wrenches, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I think what's common with us is that we're all looking to use real estate as a vehicle to get us to somewhere else, right? So we're going a little bit more aggressively on it. But if someone else is out there and they don't want to go at the same pace as us, doesn't mean that they're a failure. It doesn't mean anything. Just, it's okay to just know what you want and stick to it, right? And every now and then it doesn't hurt to challenge yourself to push a little more. And I think that's what we all have in common. But there's no right or wrong way to do it. And I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I think that's the key, is don't get hung up on what other people are doing if you're actually still moving forward. Right, and take those moments to actually recognize the win that you've had as you're getting there. Otherwise, you're just going to constantly feel deflated the entire way.
You guys talking to Alex right now? He's not on the call, eh? That's very important too, and I think that's something that we all kind of go through a little bit, is like the comparison, because I mean we're in a group that's easy to try to compete with, but there's some big players, right? So, I mean, when you have those people in your group, I don't think it's important that you measure your growth compared to theirs, because you guys are playing a different game, right? But it's also a good thing to have those people near you, so you kind of can use their experience to try to get yourself further ahead as well, because you know what I mean, they've already done it, so you should be able to at least get a little bit of a roadmap to get there, right? So I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think we all kind of get to have that experience, and I think it's great.
Man, I totally agree, and I catch myself in that sometimes. Like maybe it's just competitive nature or whatever you want to call it, but you hear other people's stories, you see their success, and you're like, man, these people are like, they're crushing it. Like, what can I do better? And then you start trying to do what someone else is doing, but maybe that's not my thing, right? So then I don't get the same gratitude or gratification from doing what someone else excelled at. And what I really like is when I take a second to like look at how far I've come from a year ago or 2 years ago or 2 months ago, whatever, right? And then that's when I really feel good. I'm like, man, you're doing all right. Like, and I think all of us just look in the mirror and have that conversation with yourself sometimes, and don't be so hard on yourself. But it's just how we are, I think, right? Sometimes.
100%. And I catch myself doing that actually, quite often. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm so competitive that my drive wants me to I want to be so much further. We're all our own worst critic. And I think you said it best to me the other day when we were having a conversation was, you can't see the picture when you're in the frame. Right. And it's so true. But I mean, when I look back to, 6-8 months ago, even, like, it's the change is very, very different. And like, my life is very, very different from a year ago, even. Right. So, when I look at it from that perspective, it puts things in a much better frame. And it makes me realize, I don't need to be this hard on myself, like, because obviously I'm still growing, whether it's as fast as I'd like it to be or not. It's still, there's a lot of growth that most people, I don't think, even go through. Right.
Yeah. Sometimes it's worthwhile to take a step outside of your current network of people to have a conversation with somebody you haven't had a conversation with in 6 months. And they can actually like bring you back to like, oh man, what have you done? Whoa, man, that's crazy. Like, how insane is that? And then you step back and go, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I guess legitimately it's pretty insane, isn't it? We are.
Well, and that's the difference of being in the room that we're in, right? Like, because it's, I tell people how many deals that I've done in the last 6 months, and they're like, oh wow, you're killing it, you're doing so much. And then I'll talk to other people, and then I'm like, my deal number compared to theirs is so much less. But it's like, okay, so it really depends on who you talk to as to whereabouts you want to put your mental state in. I love the fact that we all have each other to compete with, right? Like, I'd rather compete with you guys, and because I'm going to compete with somebody anyway. I'd rather be successful and people that are doing well than people that aren't, and then you're not running any real race, right?
I think it was Gary V. I think it was him who said this the other day, and it really resonated with me. He's like, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how you make the money, right? Or it's not about how much you do, it's about how you do it. Like, so the journey, right? It's not about the end goal. Like, if we're competing, it's like, for what? Are my bills getting paid? Am I happy? Am I smiling? How's my my life at home? Like, am I impacting people, or is it just a competition just to see who has the most amount of doors or the biggest bank account? Like, what are you doing with it, right? I think that's the most important thing in my mind. What is it doing for me, and what am I doing with it, right?
Oh, 100%. I agree with you there as well. I still have a hard time getting past the competition part, but I mean, you are right in the long run, and that's something that we should focus on much, much more.
Anybody who's watching, what's some comments? Throw some comments in there, like things that, you know, challenges that you guys may face on your journeys. I know we're coming up to the time here. Actually, we're at the time, but
we're just about there. Yeah, I mean, and I'd love to hear anything that anybody has to say here, like about the program and how we can kind of make it better for you, and like any topics that you think that we should cover that you'd be interested in hearing about, our perspectives on. The comments are just flooding in there.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, what's cool is that, you know, people can also leave comments when they watch this after, right? So we don't have to put anybody on the spot right now, but it is awesome for the people who did spend the time to tune in, and even those who took the extra step to make comments. We appreciate that. We appreciate your involvement, and it means so much to us. When you have a chance, share this with your friends.
Amanda Schultz, she just asked, like, what are our next goals? Maybe that's the show we'll do next week. Talk about the goals. Do it next time. Leave you on a cliffhanger there. Thank you for your comments, Amanda. Sorry, I cut you off there, Callie. What were you saying before we wrap up?
I think I was just asking for people to, you know, if you like the content, if you're like, we're happy to have you here. We're happy to share with you. If you could share with your friends and share with your people, you know, have them come out. I mean, participation is what keeps us going, right? And keeps the conversation stimulating. And that's what we want. We want to bring value. So your feedback is so important.
Yes, 100% agree with that. And that being said, see you later, everyone. Definitely, if you are looking at any deals in the New Brunswick area, get in touch with me or Callie. Of course, my name is Sean Gunther. I live in Moncton, New Brunswick, and my contact info here is right on the bottom of the screen. Sean Gunther at 506-800-4289, or on Instagram, you can reach me at SeanTG123. Callie?
Okay. Again, thanks for tuning in. I'm in the GTA, but I'm making some big moves in New Brunswick. So if you do want to reach out to me, you can contact me at 289-207-5316. Instagram at Grow with Callie. Hold on one second here. Bam. And yeah, if you want to talk to me about some of the deals I'm working on and how, you know, maybe we can do something together. I'm always interested to JV with people and spread the wealth. So thanks again. Thanks for your support, and look forward to seeing you next week.
Brad?
Yeah, guys, I'm Brad. And yeah, we're focusing in the Grey Bruce County area. So you got any stuff going on there, hit me up, let me know. 519-379-7911. Instagram is Brad.boom. And yeah, hope you guys have a good night. And even if you're just kind of looking at the Grey Bruce area and just want to know more about it, just give me a shout.
Grey Bruce is where it's at.
All right, see you later, everyone. This is we're going live. Till next week.
Have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in.